question has three parts, and it's talking about a common error we have when we write A times B times C in parentheses. A lot of times, by mistake, students will write A times B in parentheses times A times C in parentheses. So the first thing we want to do is evaluate both the left and the right-hand side of that equation for A equals 2, B equals 3, and C equals 4. Okay? So we are going to do that in green right here. So we'll take A, B, C, and we'll evaluate that for A equals 2. So we'll plug in 2 where we see an A. B equals 3, so where we see that B, we'll plug in a 3. And C equals 4. So we have 2 times, we're going to do the parentheses first. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24. Now we want to take AB and AC and do the same thing. So we'll take 2 times 3 in those first parentheses times 2 times 4 in the second parentheses. Again, we want to evaluate within the parentheses first. That's what order of operations tells us to do. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we have 6 times 8, and that gives us 48. So if we look, Part B says, explain why the results show the statement is false. Well, if the statement were true, these two, 24 and 48, would be equal. And if we look, they are not equal. So that says that that equation A times B times C in parentheses equals A times B in parentheses times A times C in parentheses, that's a false statement. And then Part C asks us to write a true statement that involves A and B, C in parentheses. Well, one property of multiplication that we know is the associative property of multiplication, which tells us that we can take those parentheses that are around B and C and we can shift them so that they're around A and B. We've associated A and B in parentheses and multiplied it by C, which is out of the parentheses. And that is the associative law of multiplication. So we end up with A times B times C in parentheses equals A times B in parentheses times C.